Hey guys, my name's Sam and welcome to the Driving Home Reviews podcast. This is a podcast that features mine and my girlfriend Hannah's unfiltered, spoiler-filled thoughts about films we've just seen on the drive home. Just a heads up, there's a lot of strong language, full spoilers, obviously, and a lot of comments about what we see on the road, so we hope you enjoy. For this week's episode, we went and saw Antlers, which is a bit of a horror thriller. Well, no, it's quite a horror, actually. It's got Kerry Russell in it and Jesse Plemons. It's about like a weird kid whose weird dad starts going all weird, and it's just a bit weird. And it's like most films, it's just a big old metaphor. But yeah, I guess it's time to find out what we thought about it. Really big built-up fart. Right.
Yeah.
You sure, my love?
Couldn't eat that. Made me feel a bit sick.
I
can see why that's an 18.
It's not, it's a 15.
Is it? Shut up.
No, it's a 15. I checked the ticket before we went in. I'm pretty sure it's I could be lying. I don't think I am, though.
I was going to say, please check, because that had the same rating as Venom. Okay, then. Okay, honey.
Right, I'm just going to put this down. Okay, I'll do a fact check. Right, hold on. I'll put it where we used to put it. If the audio goes weird, apologies. Fucking speed up some cunt behind you. Fuck him.
So sweet.
That was a 15.
That was a 15.
What the fucking prick.
That was a 15.
That was a 15.
That should not have been a 15.
That should not have been a 15
That made me feel sick.
by any stretch of the imagination.
That was gruesome.
That was worse than Last Night in Soho. Last Night in Soho was an 18 as well.
Exactly. That was an 18.
Oh.
Bloody hell. That was a big no. I mean, not a big no in terms of it was bad, but
words. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed that, yeah. I think I had quite high expectations for it. I don't know why, but just from the trailer and stuff, I was like, oh, it looks a bit weird, bit different, but not that different. But
it was one of them where it was like the trailer made it look like an A24 style horror, which gave me a bit of hope, because I was like, this looks nice, and you're not giving away too much in the trailer.
Yeah.
So
I was a bit worried.
Probably good.
Yeah, I was a bit worried that it was going to be like, you know, the classic, once they reveal what the like monster is, it suddenly isn't scary anymore.
Yeah.
But that was not the case at all.
Well, they didn't really show it till literally the end.
But
good idea that they don't.
Yeah, they kind of knew the idea of what it was.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But also kind of not really, because it was something that was different. Because at a point I thought, werewolf?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, it's called Antlers.
Yeah.
And then I was like, were-deer?
Were-deer. I mean, it kind of looked like a were-deer, to be fair. And I think that's another thing, like the actual thing itself, when you did see it, it looked like realistic.
Yeah, it wasn't just CGI. I think it was a bit CGI and a bit like puppet stuff as well.
Yeah.
So which is how it should be. If you're going to do a scary ass film and a scary ass monster, you should do it where you've got a little bit of CGI just to hide the people operating it.
Yeah.
and then just do the rest as puppet stuff and make it look really good. Because when stuff's done CGI, it looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm like,
completely takes away from it, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, there are some times where like CGI stuff looks alright. 9 times out of 10 though, it doesn't.
Yeah, you need some kind of practical stuff in there.
Because you know what it reminds me of? You know the end of the last Alien film? Whatever the fuck it was. You know the one we went to see? It's got Michael Fassbender in it.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that in terms of I didn't care about the alien in that because it was all it was all CGI though. Fucking someone would probably be like, oh, actually, I had one like for me. But I'm like, you compare that to Aliens, where it had 100 CGI puppet aliens or whatever, 100 blokes in suits wearing alien outfits. Like, it's not that difficult to do it, and that was in like 1986 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
People rely too much on CGI nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's because I think CGI is genuinely cheaper to do than than like a practical effect.
It does make sense, doesn't it? Because it's all on a computer, whereas with practical, it's like physical materials.
Yeah, because it's like you got
like
you got to make it, you got to light it, you got to operate it, you got to do whatever.
Yeah.
And I get the thing is,
drunk.
I think they're probably on their phone. Not great.
Very,
bit wibbly wobbly, aren't they?
Wibbly wobbly, aren't they?
But then I get that some practical effects can look a bit rubbery and a bit shitty.
Yeah.
But then just because I guess if you're on a limited budget, you want to. I do get both sides of it, but when it's a film that's got, because this is Fox Searchlight or whatever it was, I think. It was produced by Guillermo del Toro and David S. Goya.
Yeah.
Who, oh my god, I never realised how much he produces films and writes films and stuff.
Oh really?
He's in everything. I'm sure he produced Venom 2, that's for sure.
Oh wow.
And but he's done so much stuff. And it's only since I've started noticing it kind of recently. And then I'm like, he's in everything. Got his fingers in all the pies.
Hey.
But my point was, you got a lot of backing for this. So, and you clearly you had enough money.
Yeah.
It felt like the money that they had, it was well spent. It wasn't spent on the wrong things.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree with that, for sure.
But no.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh.
I think as well, because didn't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know what it was.
No?
Couldn't tell. Kind of reminded me of Midnight Mass, when you were like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then you were like,
oh.
Vampires? It's a vampire. Okay. But no, it was, man, that kid was just creepy. Like I'm alright in thinking the whole film is just like a metaphor for abuse and stuff, isn't it? I'm guessing.
I don't think it's a metaphor at all. I think it is. It was abused. Well, he wasn't abused, but obviously she was abused.
Oh, I meant like the monster thing is meant to be like the monster, got to slay your demons sort of shit, confront it head on, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And then here are the effects of said creepy monster. And he was like, oh, my dad's not dead, he's right here. And I was like, sorry, what?
Yeah.
And then just the little bits where he was like, oh, if I feed him, he'll love me, or he'll take care of me, or whatever. And I was like,
yeah. I liked when they showed the little flashback of him, because I was a bit like, right, are they going to show how he got out of his mind then, and how he's just ended up in his house, and his son's managed to lock him in when he's a bit batshit crazy?
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck does that kid manage to work a drill?
Yeah.
Screw all these locks on this door and get the dad in there.
A fully grown adult.
Yeah.
But the fact that they showed him being like, you need to lock me away, don't open this door. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
I was about to say I don't get where it came from. Because I don't get where it came from, but I guess it makes sense. Take the fucking lights off again. But I was about to say I also don't get. But then I was like, oh, it makes sense because obviously it fed. So I'm guessing his mate. I'm right. They were cooking meth or some shit, weren't they? At the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, they were cooking away in that little cave.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to guess that his mate shot it in the heart. Because that was the whole point, wasn't it? The Wendigo thing. It shoot it when it's feeding. Was that right? Basically, when it's glowing.
Yeah.
When it's glowy, stab. If it's not glowy, don't stab. Or shoot, or whatever. I think.
Yeah, I think it was when it was feeding. Because when it's feeding, it's weakest.
Yeah.
That's when it's weak.
I'm guessing that must have been what happened, because his mate had the gun, didn't he? He must have got like a lucky shot off, and then the Wendigo like spread to him.
Didn't he have the gun?
Maybe he did. I can't remember who had the gun.
Yeah.
But that must have been. That was going to be my point, because I was like, I can't remember. I couldn't remember what happened, and then I was like, oh yeah. So.
Because he looked like at the beginning when we got like the point of view of the creature and he attacked. I thought he attacked the dad, and you see the dad go like, oh.
Yeah. I think he did. I can't really remember. It's a bit of a blur, that.
And then he can't have attacked the dad because it latched on to the dad.
Yeah.
So maybe it was attacking there. Yeah, he must have shot it.
Yeah. Because my other point was going to be, where did that one come from?
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Yeah.
I guess it's come
from the earth.
Wherever, yeah.
from mining and
from
cooking too much meth in the labs.
Well, it's come from the cautionary tale that the indigenous people believe in. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I quite like that. The whole time I was like, I hope this isn't a ghoul that we've had before. Because like I said, I did have a bit of a think, like, werewolf? And then I did think, vampire zombie thing?
Nah, it was always going to be a weird antlered thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Do you not remember the trailer?
Yeah, but I thought it was just, I didn't think that was going to be the monster. I thought that kid was just going to be trippy as fuck, and I thought it was going to be a weird cult thing. So I was quite, when I realised that, I think that's why I was sat there eating popcorn, because I was like, phew, no cults,
No
thank
cults,
fuck.
we're all good.
I was like, ugh.
Oh, this someone's just getting a fucking face bitten off, but yeah, no cults, so we're okay.
But yeah, by that point I was like, it's just a beastie, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Grim.
Oh, that bit really made me feel sick. That's what I was like, right, no more popcorn for me.
Yeah.
It's because I could fully imagine how badly that
fucking
stank.
smell, yeah.
Like she acted that very well when she opened that door and she was like, and then she was like, hello.
Who, the teacher or the head teacher?
The head teacher, when she obviously went up and then got.
At the same time though,
made dinner.
that head teacher's a fucking idiot. You had your phone in your hand and you didn't call the fucking police. As soon as you open that fucking door.
Also, who carries their phone on a strap on the wrist?
And uses it as a torch but doesn't think to. As soon as you hear a kid like,
right, you don't open the door yourself. Like, what are you biting at?
Yeah, and you'd call the police. You'd call the police straight. When you walk in and it smells like fucking dog shit, you'd be like,
no.
Police, please, because I think there might be a child in danger here. They'll be like, on our way, don't worry.
Yeah, something funky going on.
Yeah. Oof. That's pretty grim when he... Yeah. When the Wendigo splattered out of his dad, I was like... Because I thought, that's pretty grim. And then I thought he was going to be like a tree hybrid man thing.
Yeah, so did I.
And then when they were looking through the remains, and they were like, no, it just exploded from the inside out, and I was like, ugh. Oh, gross.
Yeah, charred him open.
Yeah.
Kind of, maybe a little bit glad about that.
Well, that being said, the fucking Wendigo at the end of the cave where it had his face on, I was like...
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Gross!
I wonder how it managed to save his face.
Well, yeah, he ripped the bottom half of his mouth off, didn't he?
Yeah, and like, obviously burn him on his way out.
Yeah. Guess they didn't think about that one when they were editing it, did they? Good idea, though. Tell you what, that jump scare fucking got me good though, didn't it? wasn't even a jump scare, was it? Oh my god. You know what it was? That was me being cocky. Because I was like, no, I'm not scared of this. So I was eating popcorn.
You're having a great time.
Yeah. That's it. I wasn't scared. I was just enjoying it. Because I was just like, oh. Yeah. And then, like I said, it wasn't even a jump scare. It was a fucking cut. But it was like the camera flash that scared me. Because it was like, wasn't she just like, there was something she was doing. Like, wasn't she like looking at a picture or something? And then it was just like, and I was like, fucking hell.
That was a good one, that.
Yeah, fair play. Completely caught me off guard.
I love jump scares like that when you're like, oh.
And then it did scare me at the end, you know, when he killed the... Honestly, I tell you what, that little gremlin kid and the Wendigo had a great little setup.
They did, didn't they?
You know, the little kid like, oh, I'm really ill, really poorly, and then it like, and then the Dadigo just like, gotcha. Did it once. Did it and I thought,
it was like exactly the same shot as well. I was like, come on.
Yeah, that's why the second time I was expecting it. I was like, this is fine, but that first one I was like, ooh-wee. Oh god.
I also love how conveniently he killed the first guy, but obviously the second guy, the brother that was supposed to care more about, just yeeted him out of the way. Didn't kill him.
That's good. Well, he had his bulletproof vest on, so you know.
He had his bulletproof vest on.
Stab-proof vest, bulletproof vest. What you want? Basically, Kevlar vest. There you go. You wanted the proper name for it.
Oh.
Don't ask me any more than the difference.
I didn't know that's what it was. No. You can tell me anything right now, and I'd believe you.
I can't think of anything funny. So. And then I thought, surely not. They're not going to get the sister as well. I was like, you can't do 3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3. I was like, oh no, just kidding.
So I did think, I was like, at least he set up the trap a little bit differently. So he's wounded the brother to get the sister outside. I was like, man, this is a really clever Wendigo. I don't know why I'm talking about it like I know it a lot, because I don't. I'm not as well versed in the lore of the Wendigo cinematic universe. So
maybe you can research when we get in.
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder if it's like a real myth.
Like, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Didn't know what it looked like. Don't know anything else about it. I've just heard the name Wendigo before. Yeah. And I knew it was like a creature thing. And then when he showed the book, I was like, huh, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be... Because there's these things, I thought it was going to be like a Scandinavian sort of thing. Because I did get that, I got that sort of vibe from it, didn't you?
Yeah.
It felt like this could have been set in Sweden.
Yeah, I think it looked very cold and...
like rural.
Yeah.
And the kid kind of looked like he could have been Swedish.
Yeah. I get that. I get
Not in a horrible way, but like, if you look at any picture of him, you'll be like, I get it.
Yeah, he could be Scandinavian.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know if they just adapted it from that into America, you know, because it felt like, I don't know, I just always assume like Antlers and pagan shit, I'm always like, Eastern European. Not Eastern European, that's generalisation. But like, you know what I mean? It gave me sort of like Midsummer vibes, but like, and what was that other one? You know, The Ritual?
Yeah.
You know the one where the blokes go camping in the woods on that stag do, and then that weird antler creature turns up at the end.
Yeah.
With the cult. I think that I just assumed that it was going to be that film.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I thought it was going to be like a big tree thing with like part deer, part tree, nature.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. I thought it was going to be that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I saw it was like a dog thing with antlers, I was like, alright.
Oh, yeah. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Happy in the creature. It's just the fact that he said that it was like a shapeshifter, but it only ever seemed to be one shape.
Yeah.
Unless they mean in terms of it like growing inside people and busting out.
Yeah. Maybe it like... I was going to say maybe it like changes per person.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole like Venom symbiote thing. It's like, oh, it's in Riz Ahmed. Oh, it's a silver one. Oh, it's in Woody Harrelson. It's a red one.
Yeah.
It's in Tom Hardy. It's a black one. You know, like maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe when it pops out the brother in the next film, Antlers 2. It'll be. It'll be. I guess.
Because like, how did that happen?
I guess it must. You know, when it like stabbed him.
Yeah.
And then they said, didn't they? Oh, it goes to like the next wounded person. Hey, we've got milk. Milk.
Oh, did it say the next wounded person?
I don't know, because I think that. But I don't know. I can't really remember. Because I thought it said wounded person, which is why I thought it went to the kid. Because I guess the kid and the dad were like together, weren't they? So I guess that kind of makes sense if it spreads like COVID or something. But then if the brother got in contact with it, and by contact I mean stabbed by it like 5 times, then I guess he probably got it a little bit. So maybe it's just like...
Oh, what, you mean when he got jabbed with the antlers?
Yeah,
Not
maybe.
the little brother being stabbed to death.
No, yeah, sorry, I meant her brother.
Yeah.
Maybe he was...
Paul
the cop. Who the fucking... Have we seen 2 films in 2 weeks with people called Paul in?
Paul the wine guy.
Yeah, maybe it's just a perpetually like ongoing thing.
Yeah, and you can't.
Yeah, no, you just got, you know. If it wasn't going to be Paul, it could have been.
Because I'm sure that thing, the whole myth, said you have to kill it when it's weakest,
which is
feeding.
Yeah.
And it wasn't feeding; it was just literally growing inside the bro, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm
it wasn't really feeding when it was attacking her, because it was attacking her.
Yeah.
And she missed the shot.
Which I think is why it jumped onto the brother.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but yeah, she should have thought like, oh well.
Yeah, because the kid wasn't feeding.
It didn't work before, so why is it gonna work now?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not.
Yeah. Maybe she was just like, man, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then that makes no sense because what was the kid called? Wyatt?
Which one?
The main kid.
Lucas.
Where did I get Wyatt from?
No idea.
He looks like a Wyatt.
Does he?
Yeah, a bit weird.
Well, that one looked like a Wyatt.
Both of them did. Pair of Wyatts.
Ginger one.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sad when he got
Me
fucking...
neither.
I was like, oh yeah, well, don't call him a gay slur.
Yeah.
Check you out.
Yeah. And like...
You're ginger!
When he's literally trying to walk away from you.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking leave him alone.
Also...
Who are you trying to impress?
Also, you ginger. Fuck off. Sorry, but gingers can't be bullies in school. It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Those themselves are targets of bullies.
Hell, not in this world.
Well, they fucking should be.
Not in this world.
Like, fuck off, copper knob. Like, you gotta fuck off. Like, ooh, don't come out in the sun too long. It's just fucking stupid. But yeah, as soon as he got killed, I was like, good. I don't give a shit.
Also, was that his mum that was crying, the blonde woman? Because I don't think it was it? But why was she so upset?
I think it might have been another teacher, but then I was like, why? What? I was like...
Also loved how the sis was just like, Paul, you're being a fucking idiot. Like...
Well...
Like when he said to her, like, oh, I think it's just a coincidence. And like, you could just tell that she was getting so pissed off with him about everything he was doing.
Yeah.
And also, why was she allowed to just go along to a crime scene? Like, just because he's your brother and he's the sheriff? I don't think that's allowed, actually.
I guess maybe because it's her student's dad who's kind of involved. And her No, it doesn't make any sense.
No, not really.
No.
But hey ho, we need someone to be the voice of reason.
Yeah, because he was just fucking useless. Well, he wasn't useless.
He was trying too hard.
But it would be funny when you go to a house and it smells like death. I'm pretty sure the police can just go they can open a door.
Yeah.
Especially because everyone just seems to leave that door open all the time.
Yeah. The other two women just wandered in.
Yeah.
No, why can't you just because you're the police, you need a warrant. But your sister, she can just wander straight in.
Doors are open in the day, but nighttime, no.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I sort of lost some sympathy points for the kid when he hid the head teacher's car and cleaned up the blood. And I was like...
Yeah.
I was like, I don't...
But didn't hide her body.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really like you right now.
No.
Because...
And then as well...
Because you're helping.
Yeah.
And I was like... I feel like everyone else is just going to be like, oh, your dad did this. And I'm like, but he didn't.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's, strange behaviour from him. And when they were at the house and she was like, oh, stay here, and then he fucking ran away.
Nope.
And then when they were in the cave, in the mine, I was like, oh God, is he going to try and stab her?
Yeah. You know when she pulled the heart out the Wendigo?
Yeah.
And he was looking like,
yeah.
I'm going to fuck you up. And I was like, please don't.
That whole last scene was very tense.
Yeah, really,
I was like, I don't know where this is going.
No. Good film though.
But yeah, kept me guessing.
Yeah.
Kept me on my toes. Kept me hiding behind my fucking coat.
Yeah.
Whew.
Kept me eating the popcorn until I shit myself.
I know I'm going to dream about that tonight. I know.
Ugh. You sleep on the sofa.
Maybe I should. With the light on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's pretty grim.
It was grim.
But not too... I don't know, it felt like a realistic grim. Because there are sometimes in horror movies where you're like, well, none of that looks real.
Kind of like Squid Game. The splats and stuff.
Yeah.
They're a bit...
But it wasn't over the top. It felt like...
It felt, it did feel very...
it was minimal, but also quite violent. Surreal. Visceral. That's a better word for it, isn't it?
Visceral. Should have been an 18.
Yeah, that should have been an 18.
It
really should have been an 18.
Especially what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
The social, political aspects of it as well.
Yeah.
If you're going to talk about child abuse in a film, I feel like and have that much gore, I feel like it needs to be more than a 15, please.
Yeah.
Also, when he was like, oh yeah, I'm 12 and my brother's 7, I thought that kid was 4 or 5.
Yeah. We've said about this before though, don't we? We can't really sort of pinpoint a kid's age from about 4 onwards.
Yeah.
Between 4 and... Also, he's 12. Oh, he's probably younger.
Yeah.
But they probably hired someone younger, so he looks malnourished and shit like that. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I swear 12-year-olds.
Because even him
Or a
compared to
bit
the
taller.
other kids in the classroom, him compared to the ginger kid,
That's what confused me, because I was like, that
Is
ginger
he-
kid looks like he's about
is
5
he,
years older.
Yeah,
I was like,
but no, they're in the same class. Yeah, you're probably right. They probably did that to make it look like he was really malnourished.
A lot of fog. A lot of fog in that.
Yeah, it felt very cold.
Yeah.
Spooky.
It set a good atmosphere.
It did set a good atmosphere.
it also didn't feel like it was all just a load of different sets.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it felt like it was like in actual locations. Kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Not just like sound stages.
No, I get what you mean.
Kind of what. I think that's another thing I didn't like about Venom as well, because it just felt like, right, one set to another set to another set.
Yeah.
Because you never saw them outside, and then when you saw them outside, it just felt like like an inside stage, dressed up to make it look outside.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I don't know if it's because it felt like, well, obviously it was filmed like a lot more on location, but like, yeah, I liked but also didn't like all the cave flare stuff. Reminded me of Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Because that bit's really good, but really fucking scary. So I got that sort of vibe from it, and I was like, I like this. But yeah, got A24 vibes from it a little bit. But it was good.
A little bit A24.
I feel like if it was A24, it probably would have done about another 40 minutes longer.
Yeah.
And we probably wouldn't have seen anything.
Yeah.
Until the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it would have been like even darker and even less. And it probably would have just been like a deer. Like the Vivitch.
Yeah.
Was this Black Phillip? Was he called him that?
Yeah.
I think we need to give that another go. I kind of want to watch it again just to be like...
Just to clarify if we were right or wrong.
Like, I remember being like, this is weird. I remember like being uneasy.
Yeah.
But I also didn't understand what was happening. Because I'm pretty sure we watched it quite late at night as well, didn't we? We were dog sitting Diesel, weren't we?
Yeah. And Ben's on his old house.
Yeah.
In Rugby. Yeah.
Anyway. Any other thoughts?
No. I enjoyed it.
Would you recommend?
Would I recommend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Cinema? Streaming?
Yeah, no, I think go and see that in the cinema.
Yeah, I agree.
I do think that with most horrors.
Yeah.
To get the
It's
atmosphere
better.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a good horror. With a bad horror, you want to watch it on Netflix so you can just chat shit over it, a bit like Halloween Kills.
Bad horror, you can.
Where you can just be like,
Because there's no atmosphere on that, really, is
no,
there?
because that, yeah. You're just like, well, he's going to be here somewhere, isn't he? And I know who he is. It's just a bloke in like a boiler suit with a mask.
Yeah.
Who's apparently invincible, but whatever.
Wow.
But yeah. No, yeah, I'd recommend going to cinema to see it if you like horrors.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah, I'd pay to see it. And if I couldn't see it in the cinema, I'd buy it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I'd get it on Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Sweet.
Cool.
Call it?
Yeah.
Sweet. And there it was, our driving home review. Very interesting. Was it controversial? Possibly. This is pre-recorded, so deal with it. Anyway, thanks for listening. And if you want to get in touch, give us a follow on Insta, Twitter, or give us a like on Facebook, where we're Driving Home Reviews. It'd be great if you could subscribe and leave a nice juicy 5-star review, and maybe I'll buy you a pint. Is this bribery? Probably. But tune in next time for another Driving Home review. Bye bye!